to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Paul again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Now the toss. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
2nd down after that incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Now he's going to break the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last game.
Buys a little time with his feet. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
48-yard line. 4th down coming up.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Volunteer. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, take no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He strike downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run on nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving him and creating the explosive play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 14, Tennessee 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got his man out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers are on the move. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. Defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. Off the end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets through the 26-yard line?
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Dances away to buy time. Got his man downfield. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Now adjusting. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Tackled immediately after the catch. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing him reading and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw on second down. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, put more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Here it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Obliterates him, still on the move. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Off the RPO, complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively camtastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Tennessee, 14. Returner runs out of bounds.
Touchdown time in Tennessee. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep the defenses honest. You can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you roll out.
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Trying to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes a catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead in 14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half.
step up and respond.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going to the running game. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I'm going to make sure I shut this down the next time.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Touchdown Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Maurice, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Coming after it. A little screen to the running back. Oh, gave the defender the business. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
With the score, Auburn 35, Tennessee 14.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll try the outside to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Hit as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give, and tick, 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 tick. On the move is the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You